Hey, I thought I'd do a little quick port review for Honkai Impact 3rd's PC port. I could definitely say it runs much better than the emulators. Now, I'm not an expert at this game. I really only played it for a few hours. I just got tired of fighting with the emulators, but now that it's working on here, I might actually play it more. So you can change the controls. Pretty good controller configuration menu. Some games don't have that. The accessibility, you can change things like the button map, you can show the FPS, which is nice. The game is not on Steam or anything, so you would not have Steam's built-in frame rate counter, so it's nice to have that to gauge how well your computer runs the game. And then this is where the meaty stuff is. You can actually go above 60 FPS on this port. Now, I have a pretty decent computer. I will go ahead and post my specs in the description, but I have the video set to high, and then I put it to highest, and it's running at about 120 FPS locked. Occasionally it does drop to 100 FPS, but that doesn't really matter, at least in my opinion. Now, there's one thing I've noticed. I'm not sure how to fix this. If I try to buy something right now, it tells me make sure you top up for the same amount on the mobile version. I have no clue what that means. I assume it might be like PSO2, where I guess maybe you use the cash shop on the mobile version, and then I guess it links over here. I'll have to test that on my own time later on. So let's go into a quick fight here. So I'm not sure exactly what the threshold would be to get it running at 60 FPS. The graphics settings are pretty much the same from the mobile version, meaning you can't turn off like certain things. You know, some games allow you to turn off like particle effects and things like that because that tends to be a pretty big performance bottleneck. But you can probably mess with it pretty quickly. I know it's kind of difficult on this game because there's a fatigue system, so changing the settings and getting into the game and actually seeing if it works is a lot harder than a non-free-to-play game where you can test things at your own free will. But I'll go ahead and I'll post my stats or my specs in the description, and you can probably gauge off that. I could probably run it at max settings and have it run at 60 FPS just fine, but I mean, due to the art style, I don't know how much the graphics settings even matter, so I think ideally you would want to just tweak it to the point where you're running it at 60 FPS locked. If you want to download the game, you have to get it off a site. Make sure You don't download the Game Loop emulator. That was basically the PC version solution before they made this actual port. I don't know anything about that, but it seems like there's no reason to ever use that if you have a decent PC. Like I said, I'm not able to charge the cache at all, so I assume that you have to do that on the mobile version. So if you were playing on an emulator before, like me, I have a pretty crappy phone. I don't play any mobile games at all. Most likely you'll want to keep whatever emulator you were using and then like charge the cache that way. PSO2 works the same way, so I assume that works. That's what the deal is here. Anyway, that's it. I'll probably be playing this more since there's not really a whole lot going on this month. I kind of wanted to check out the port. So far, it's been running fine. Thanks for watching. Peace.